Pretty interesting career in terms of just like, really strong first season. He's had some injuries since then.
Yeah.
How do you feel kind of about his health? And
Yeah, I mean, listen, we did all our due diligence. We were aware that he was going to need some work, and we're optimistic about that. And yeah, listen, he's a wonderful talent. Had a great first season, and then he's had some injuries to deal with, and he's a young player still with a lot of desire, and look, I'm excited to have him. We're excited to have him.
That was something I assume he was dealing with on the field. Is the idea that if he gets a stun, like maybe that'll even help him play a little better?
Yeah, absolutely.
and
And look, I think he played pretty well this last year too.
yeah, I was gonna say, when you watched him, like, could you see the neck affect him at all, or is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we did. No, I wouldn't say there was anything that you would watch and say, oh wow, look at that. So that wasn't the case at all.
Is kind of the idea this offseason that and you mentioned this at the comment, just are you guys really going through that process of trying to get a little bit of a cleaner cap and
absolutely.
all these moves kind of telling the same story?
I think we're in that mode right now. We've got to recover from some of the things that happened with COVID and the contracts that we did in the past, and so not as active in free agency maybe as you'd like to be at times. And look, I think we're probably going to be in that mode for another year or so.
That's kind of the realistic timetables, maybe this year and next year, and then you're kind of where you want to be?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Again, that part of that depends upon how we perform, how players perform, how our team performs, what the cap is. There's a lot of variables that go with that. So yeah, we got to get our plan back on pace, and it was knocked off pace by COVID and the reduction in the cap and all the things that came with it.
You guys used to approach the off season with wants and needs.
Yeah.
Where are you in that process?
Yeah, we're in the middle of it. Yeah, we got the must wants and needs, and we've got some of it taken care of, and there's still free agency still going on. We have an opportunity during this draft to add some players, and then there's always the trade route as well. So we'll leave no stone unturned.
How does Chase factor into how you kind of view the pass rushing group as a whole?
Yeah, look, I think that we're kind of excited about that group. We've got a good mix of veterans and young players and guys that we have high expectations for, and what's really exciting is that we have a lot of guys that have high expectations for themselves. So we'll see how that goes.
What does the addition of Willie Gay Jr. do to the defense?
Yeah, listen, he's a good player. I think he's going to push our guys. He's going to be competing. He's going to have an opportunity to play a lot of downs for us, and particularly with Zach Bond moving on to another team. We had a need there, and so we've got a group of guys that we like. Led by DeMario, and so I would say that was a good addition.
And how important was it to get contract renegotiations done with guys like DeMario?
Yeah, but they're important because A, of our cap situation, and B, because we're trying to manage all this together. It allows us to keep our group together, allows us to manage our way out of the cap situation and remain competitive, and so all of it's connected.
With the way you guys went about that, or when you talk about like cleaning the cap, like Tyron's deal, for instance, adding on that extra year but kind of lowering the salary, is that kind of maybe?
Well, it's all part of it. All these things they're not independent of each other. They're all connected. It's a big puzzle, and that's what makes it complicated. Any one of these individual deals are not complicated, but piecing it all together and having it planned out for a period of time, 2 and 3 years out, that's what gets complicated.
Is going the pay cut route something you guys feel like you were able to do more a little this year?
The what route?
The pay cut route?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's. It's just like, again, I don't know how to answer that because it's all so connected.
What are some of the things you guys liked about Peterman?
Yeah, I think number one is his comfort level in with Derek, he had some experience in this system, and so there was a lot of synergies there.
And then Chinoco, I believe, he worked with him too. Is
Yeah,
there's stuff that
yeah.
just like he brings to that meeting
There's some
room that are
connections.
valuable?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
some connections there, and yeah.
Is that signing also kind of maybe related to see where Jake is at, just in terms of whether he can seize that back up?
Yeah, I don't think they're connected. We're excited about Jake. Excited about what he did for us, his first year and going forward. So.
Do you feel like he is maybe ready to step into that backup role?
Yeah, we're gonna find out, aren't we? Yeah. So, look, you need more than one quarterback, right?
With Chase, how did you guys feel about his knee? I mean, that was also the major
Yeah,
thing with him.
felt fine about it. Yep. We did, like I said, we did our due diligence on all the physical aspects, and we feel good about him.
You guys also moved on from Michael Thomas, or that came to an end?
Yeah, we'll see where that ends up.
I'm not sure how much you have to do with this, but how are Super Bowl preparations going, or would that be?
I have nothing to do with that.
That'd be better for Dennis.
That'd be good for Dennis, yes. But look, listen, I love the Super Bowl, and this is independent of me being with the Saints. I love the Super Bowl when it's in New Orleans. Loved it before I got here. I think we're the perfect city for the Super Bowl, and if it were up to me, it'd be in New Orleans every 2 or 3 years. And I think that if it were up to a lot of people, that would be the case.
Could you expand on what you meant by we'll see where that ends up with
Yeah.
Thomas?
No. What I said was what I said.
Okay. Oh, I guess it's like, is that door still open for you guys? Or
Yeah.
is that...
Again, I've already commented on that, so I don't want any more comments on it.
Mickey, what do you think about the competition passing the rule on the hip drop?
Yeah. Look, I think it was necessary. We understand the play and understand how devastating it can be in terms of injury, and so I understand it. Understand why we need to get it out of the game.
I know Riz has been doing a lot of work on the kickoff.
Yeah, he
rule.
sure has.
Yeah. How would that change things if that gets passed? Like, does that change anything with how you
Well-
build special teams?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I think that's part of the equation here. Is and we don't have all the answers to that because we haven't seen it. We haven't really seen it in our league yet. So, how does that change the makeup of your roster? I don't think it's going to be real significant, but it'll be. There'll be some tweaks. And look, we support that change. I think we need to do something to get the kickoff back in the game, and I think this is a viable solution. We'll see if it gets voted in or not, but I think the kickoff's one of the most exciting plays in our game, and so when you're down to only getting 20% of the kickoff's return, then we need to do something.
Same kind of status quo for Marshawn Lattimore. That's the last time we talked.
Yeah, nothing changed.
How is the cornerback market kind of affected whether you do or don't make a move there?
Yeah, I haven't said that we're going to make a move, so
Right.
I don't know. Nobody's made an offer we can refuse on any player, so that's I don't have any comments on it.